then let's go then. Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby, we're golden. Yeah, we'll see it shine, 'cause we're golden.
Alright, what's up guys, it's Adam here, and today we're in my room, just sitting here. Got a spinny chair, my favorite type of chair, because I can move around wherever I want. Got my desk, blue lights under it, windows open. It's a pretty nice day, sun's out, melting the snow, even though it's kind of cold. But around February, it's always like, when it's cold and sunny, it still melts the snow, but it's like not as efficient as it could be when it was plus like 2 or something. And then yeah, so today we're gonna be going over all the parts that have been used or just not used at all, because I think there's like one part that I've barely used in here. So we're gonna go through all of them, including my 2 complete scooters that I have, and I'm just gonna start from the smallest thing. Yeah, so right here we got 2 red ODI grips. These are on my titanium bars when they were 24 wide or 23 wide, I think. And I had them for a little bit. I don't really like ODI grips the best. I don't really like ODIs that much because they're really short and my hand literally fits, like, if you look, my hand barely fits on them. And then they're squishy. I mean, they're just really short and could be better if they were longer, but I don't have the long ones. So yeah. Okay, so next we got this green Lucky triple clamp that I actually traded my friend Josh for, not really hoping that I could get a better clamp out of the trade, because I traded him a black tilt clamp. It was right around the ride and play competition back in 2016, and he was using this clamp on his Lucky Complete, and it was just not doing him well. So I lended him my clamp that was old on my second scooter, because by that time I had like my Fasten deck and like purple Proto clamp. I wonder where oh yeah, the Proto clamp's on my other scooter. Yeah, so I just let him use this because I had no use, or I just let him trade me because I had no use for the other clamp. He still has that clamp, doesn't use it anymore. He has an Apex SES now. So yeah. Okay, so next up we got Urban Art red 110mm wheels. They look like 100mm because there is literally no rubber on these wheels. Like, I'm gonna look at this. There's like no rubber on these. And this one, I think it's this one. This one has more rubber on one side. I think it's this one. Like, yeah, it's this one. Has more rubber on one side, so it always like feels like you're riding an unstable wheel, but really you're not. It's just used a lot and flat spotted in one place. I had these, I don't think I used these for that long. I remember having them in summer 2016, I think. And they did me well for the time being, and these are just pretty much my backup wheels now. So I have a lot of wheels, but these are probably the best choice because they have good bearings and all that. Okay, so next we got 2 blue 120, I think they're VX5 Nitro wheels. I got them on my VX5 Complete when I was like super obsessed with MGP, and I mean, they just came on the scooter. They're not the best wheels, and they don't even work on my scooter now because these are too thin, I think, not wide enough. So I can't even use them. I don't know why I even have them still. These ones are the smallest wheels I've had. These were the first wheels I ever had as a scooter rider. These came on my VX3 Complete, and I used them. I mean, they're pretty good. They never, when I was that young, I would never really break wheels or dehub them because I was just not even riding. I was just learning how to tail whip. And I really only had these ones for like 2 months, and I just like, they're too hard. And I was a really whiny kid when I was scootering. It's like, my scooter's too heavy and all that. And honestly, if you have a heavy scooter, you just gotta get used to it. And then when you go to a light scooter, it'll make some... Like, I have a really light scooter right now. I mean, I guess I'm just used to that, but normally when I go on heavy scooters, they don't make that much of a difference. But, yeah. Okay, next I got 1 red Proto gripper wheel. I think this is... I I can't read that, but it's a signature wheel. I have the other one that is on my other scooter, and this one is the one that's close to dehubbing, I think, if I can find it. Yeah, this one's like peeling just a little bit, and it would always squeak when I would ride it, but these lasted me a really long time, and they're definitely smooth, and I would recommend Protos because they last pretty long. I don't know if they last as long for me now, but they lasted me long at the time. Okay, next I got some North Neochrome wheels that lasted me about a week, and that's why they look so new. I actually bent them both. They literally bent, and they didn't snap, but they bent, so they would like look funny. They didn't really matter that they were bent. They probably would have snapped if I rode them for longer. And these were really smooth wheels. They don't make them anymore because obviously they bent. And yeah, but I actually really liked these wheels when I had them. They were pretty nice. So okay, so last up for the wheels is one fastened wheel. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, it's right here, but this is the one that stayed intact. This one it came on my Fast and Complete with the purple deck and the black bars and all that. So just a quick story about this one. It lasted me a while. Then I got those North wheels because these ones were just not working and I didn't really like the look of them. And the bearings are really bad. I didn't know that you could switch bearings when I was that young. So I just got new wheels. Okay, so next up, we're going bigger now. This is probably the second biggest thing. We got my fastened neck that I really, really loved. I had this for 3 years, and if I can find the clip of me snapping it, I'll put it on the screen right now.
Oh, that hurt my hands. Let's snap.
So yeah, I had this deck for a really long time, and I love this deck so much. It was just perfect. Like, I never really realized how nice it was. It's so light, and the color purple, I love this colorway. It's so nice, and it's really a shame that it had to snap, because I love this deck so much, and they don't make them anymore, sadly. You could probably find one, but it wouldn't be purple, it'd probably just be black. But I did really love this deck. Okay, so next up we got the fastened spiral bars that came on with the purple deck, purple fork, and the fastened complete with the white wheels. These bars lasted me 6 months maybe. I actually cracked them doing a front scoot when I was like really young. I was just trying them, and then when I got home I realized it was cracked because that front scoot was the last trick I did, and that was when the bars started feeling loose. So I got home, there was a crack in them, and then I just snapped them off. I probably won't be able to find the clip. It's pretty stupid, and I was young. So if I find it, it'll be on the screen now. But yeah, these bars were really small if you compare them to my other bars now. They're actually quite nice. I could still use them because I snapped the bottom. I just have to even this out, and I could use it with the shim in SES if I ever need backup bars, because my titanium ones, if they ever snap, which they won't. Eventually, maybe they snap, but I'll use these and then get new tie bars or something, I don't know. So next up, we got my fastened fork that was on the complete with this colorway. It would go in there, and it would be attached to the deck. It looked very good. That was when I had like a purple Proto clamp and I had my red Protos. I loved that setup so much. It was amazing, IHC, but no doubt IHC forks snap really easily because they're so thin. Like, if you look at this, there's not much to it. Like, it's very thin. Yeah, like, it's just not the strongest. But yeah, this fork lasted me maybe 1 or 2 years, probably 2. Then after this snapped, I got a Tilt Tomahawk fork that's red, and that fork actually I gave to my friend Josh for $100. He still rides it to this day. I only had that fork for got it in April and then sold it in about August, because when I got my Apex deck, you can't run tilt forks on it, so I had to get an Apex fork. and I just sold the other one because I didn't need it anymore. Next up, we got my infamous Envy Chrome Reapers. I love these bars as well. They were the prime setup when I had the Reapers, the red Tomahawk, the red Tilt SES, and the black root wheels. I don't even know where my black root wheels are, but I love that setup. It was just perfect. And then when I got my Flavio Presenti deck, about 2 weeks after, these bars snapped both sides right off when I did a kickless down the mini bank, and I just pulled up and it came off. But they did last me probably like a year maybe, and I really love these bars. Like they're great bars. I mean, definitely better than Unions. Alright, so next up we got Envy Union bars in black. These bars I thought they're really nice bars, but trust me, don't buy them. They last no time at all. I had these bars for about a month, and that was when I started peak for my summer riding. I was doing finger whip kicklesses and all that, and they lasted me a month. And I remember looking at them, there's cracks in both sides, and I was like, oh, those might just be paint scratches. But then my dad actually pulled up on the one side, it just came right off, and I was like, well, I guess I'm getting titanium bars, which I have now. And these bars, I loved them when I had them. I wish they lasted longer, because honestly, I would buy another pair if they lasted longer, but they didn't. And now I no longer trusted Envy at this point, so I just decided to not buy any more Envy parts. And that's probably when I got like my Apex deck and stuff, so yeah. So next we have a deck that I could still use, but it's very heavy and it has cracks both on the front of the head tube and bottom. This is my MGP VX5 deck that came on the complete. It's blue, obviously. And I had this deck, I don't know how long, but I think I landed my first double whip on this deck, and it had the blue wheels and like the Mad Gear bars and all that. I really would like to use this deck, but it's kind of heavy and I don't want to take the risk of breaking it while I'm riding. Okay, so next we're gonna go into the complete. Okay, so right here, this is my backup scooter. Whenever I don't have that scooter, I'll just ride this scooter. Maybe just put the other deck on my other scooter, because I like the bars on my other scooter, if the deck snaps. But most likely the next thing that's going to snap on my scooter is probably just going to be the wheels, and I could put on like these wheels because I bent them back, or just any other wheel that I have. So starting from the top, I got blue ODIs on this one. Then the Mad Gear bars, VX5, I think they're called like spider bars or something, I don't even know honestly. Got a Apex sticker on them. And then we got a pink half knuckle Proto clamp, I think it's purple actually. We got FSA headset, and then we have the front red Proto wheel, then an MGP fork, and then we got the Flavio Presenti deck, AOS V4. This was a nice deck. I had this for a while in my main setup. And then at the back we got the one black root wheel that I kind of like, but the other one dehubbed and I don't know where that went. Okay, so now we got my main setup. Obviously, you guys have seen this a lot because I've had all these parts for a while now. And honestly, I would never change any of the parts on this except for maybe the color, because it's kind of bland with the black deck and just like blacked out, rawed out bars that don't really shine much. They're just kind of raw and not really they don't really stand out that much. So honestly, if I could change the colors, I would, but about the parts, I would never change any of these because they are great parts. So got red Addict grips. These are really soft. Had them for about 2-3 weeks now. I mean, they get worn out pretty quick once you're at this level of riding. They wear out really fast because you're just constantly doing bar spins and like buttercups, which like kind of move around on your grips. Next, we got YGW Millennium tie bars, and if you guys don't believe that these are tie, I will show you. You can tell that they're tie bars by the welds. They're like a little bit yellow, and the chrome bars would be like a lot more chrome. So yeah. Moving down, we got the Tilt Arc SES clamp in red, then the Apex fully integrated headset in red as well. We actually have a 5mm spacer in here. I think it's 5mm, not sure. Then we got Apex Quantum fork in red. Then we have the Jordan Jassa signature Tilt Stage 2 wheels, I believe. These are red. I've had them for since August, so I've probably had them for like 9 months now. Same with the deck, so it's lasted me quite a while. So I definitely recommend getting these parts. Next up, we got the 20.5 by 4.5 Apex deck in black. Black is definitely not the brightest color, obviously, and I would recommend getting a brighter color unless you have like already bright stuff on your scooter, because black just is kind of like a killer, honestly. Like, I think I might paint this deck blue so I could have blue and red setup. That would honestly look amazing. With the blue just shining in the sun in the summer, I could just imagine that. It would look amazing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of me showing you all my scooter parts that I've ever had. There's a lot of them. I mean, look at all the wheels. There's probably like 10 wheels here. Got just one pair of grips. Just drop them. And then clamp. There's my glasses again. Decks, bars, like bars on bars that I've snapped. And my 2 completes and the other deck that I snapped and the fork that I snapped as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you're new. Comment video ideas, because I've been having a lot of trouble finding on what to do for videos. That's why I haven't been uploading much, because I don't know what to do for videos. This was kind of just popped up in my head. I was like, oh, I'll record that. It's a pretty cool video idea. So yeah, leave comments for what I should do for my next video, because I definitely need ideas. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.